Hey, my name is Max, and this is a story about me and some other people.
Max, like most lost souls on the internet, had latched onto something to be pissed off about one afternoon after school.
What? Max. Fucking open.
Sorry, I was blazing. Anyway, he was watching a YouTube video in which an overweight teenager with moon crater-like acne complained about the tendency of young women in his age group to date assholes. I really like you, but he was airing out his frustrations on YouTube because he wanted to see what people thought about the whole situation. It received some notoriety among the female population of both Twitter and Facebook, and an entire population of females showing up to defend their gender against this new personified enemy. A few were nice enough to point out that he was generalizing an entire population based off a single experience with one person. There are nice girls out there. Just keep looking. I can say the same about guys. Beware of overgeneralizations. You cute. Heart 33333 after 3. Nice video about to put this on Facebook. There were others who were a little less forgiving, making sure that creator of the video realized that as individuals they had the right to date whoever the hell they wanted. Get over yourself. You spend 3 weeks being nice to someone you supposedly like and then bitch about it from the comfort of your computer because she didn't let you get it in? You're a jerk. No wonder she didn't give you a chance. I don't blame her. Root to girls. You just embarrassed yourself. Max's friend, Alice, was in the latter category. She didn't make a comment on the video, and she instead decided that she'd post a link of it to Facebook where she would be able to share her outrage with her friends and hopefully get some kind of support on the matter. Despite having been almost 30 minutes prior, no one had commented on it yet, and Max decided that he would in one comment. This is what he chose to say. Oh, what a loser. It's obvious he just wants to get in her pants. Max could recognize the irony of the teenager's situation. It was wrong to be nice to someone with the sole intention of getting one thing from them. That kind of action only allowed the teenager to fit the criteria of being an asshole. Likewise, Max could see the irony of his own situation. He'd been driven to comment on Alice's status with the sole intention of getting into her pants. After about 10 minutes of refreshing, he finally saw that his comment received a like from Alice. He smiled, made sure that he liked the status, and did things on his MacBook for a while, leaving the Facebook tab on his internet browser open. About 20 minutes later, upon clicking back into the Facebook tab out of boredom, there was another person whom neither Alice nor Max were friends with by the name of Alec Miller. He commented right under Max's comment. How ironic! Max had never met, seen, or heard of this person before and felt compelled to attack him back. However, he could just post before he could post his 2-paragraph response. Alice had come to his defense. I don't know who you are, but could you go somewhere else? Kay thinks. Max was touched by his response. It made him think that he had a better shot with her than he thought. He liked her comment. Another 5 minutes passed, and Alec Miller had a simple response back to Alice. Sorry, I couldn't hear you over the sounds of all those dicks you're sucking that don't belong to Max. Max had formulated a 5-paragraph response to this, but Alice had already deleted the status. She was online. He opened a chat window and messaged her. Hey! Hi! What an asshole. I don't know who that guy is. I don't want him on my shit. LOL. LOL. How was your day? Convinced that he still had his shot with her, Max minimized the chat window, opened up a new tab, and went to yahoo.com where he got his news. He scrolled down. He was beginning to get annoyed seeing Kim Kardashian's latest bikini shot. Kanye West's latest "I'm not rich enough to get what I want" outburst, and random celebrities he'd completely forgotten about announcing divorces. He closed his tab. Max clicked on the Twitter tab where his ratio of followers to those he was following was about 1 to 100, and the ratio of his tweets to the tweets he had yet to read was 1 to 10,000. It was interesting how thoughts and data of only 140 characters could be so overwhelming to see as a physical manifestation. Max thought about all the things that went through his head on a daily basis and wondered why he even had a Twitter account when less than 1% of those things would be interesting to read or follow. He liked following other people and reading what they wrote. It was like having someone else's thoughts, feelings, and emotions and frustrations transmitted to him in a nice, sweet package, like chewing a single popcorn kernel of the human experience. Oh, I'm drunk. Back to Facebook. Alice's chat window opened and had 5 new messages. Before opening those, he looked at his news feed where his friend Michael had posted up a link to a blog. The status attached read, "So I was bored on the internet, found this page, and I can't believe any of it. Can someone verify me on this?" More interested in this new development and being the first to verify something than he was in Alice's day, he clicked the link where he was directed to a blog titled, "You fucking idiots!" The entire blog was black with no pictures and a red text box. There was only one post was titled "Suicide Note," which read, "I wrote a specialized program that is in high demand for social media websites and comment handlers. Would you like to know what it is? Of course you would. You have one of those accounts and would prefer not to waste time on the internet doing pointless things. There are too many funny memes, too many videos, too much information to be processed for there to be a single second that a kilobyte of data isn't transferred into gray matter readable format. The program I wrote is called Isolation Box, currently in its 3rd iteration. I had to fix the insult bug, now with a much larger bank of insults and emotional responses, and the response times were too scheduled. I developed an algorithm based upon chaos math, which allows people to perform a random activity to delay their instinct to check their phones. When they did check their phones again, they'd find 1 or 2 responses to whatever they posted online. The number of responses the program generates is still a matter I'm trying to fix. For some reason, I felt responsibility to alter the program's selection system. It imitates real life surprisingly well. Attractive, insightful, irreverent people get preferential treatment. Ugly or idiosyncratic people get ordered from levels of awkwardness and are responded to accordingly. Tabulated on a range from Aubrey Plaza level awkward to Michael Scott from The Office level awkward. My program has been in effect ever since Facebook got its total membership up to 1 billion. I've gotten a few more companies on board, Google, AOL, and Yahoo especially. Each of them invested in the business of keeping as many people on their website as possible. What's the best way to do this? Have people argue with one another from the comfort of their homes, with the entire web of human knowledge at their disposal and a couple billion people watching, they think. The truth is no one cares. No one cares about your little opinions on abortion, health care, and whether or not Taylor Swift deserved Album of the Year. Life is happening around all of you, and none of you seem to care. It took me a long fucking time to come up with this program. I had to spend about 6 months of my life sitting in front of a computer screen looking at nothing but the random responses people put out on random sites and making sure each response occurred randomly. I walk down the street and say hi to people. They don't hear me. They're too busy arguing with some random guy on Facebook about Ben Affleck being cast as Batman. Meanwhile, there are an infinite number of things occurring at once that is being lost on them as they scan their pixelated screens for possible responses that match up with their own. It's all so pathetic. This is the first time I've been on the internet since I first sold the program. Now I'm finished. I was able to build a large enough empire that I won't be missed. And good. After so many years hearing and watching people argue alternatively over both the most banal and important topics, believing that they're actually doing anything about any of it, I think an eternity of darkness sounds pretty. The letter ended there. Max stared at his laptop screen for a few seconds, expecting some kind of continuation to appear before scrolling down to the comments section.
Let me comment on this.